So Shangri-La Frontier concludes, but definitely it was what I feared. Being blue balled to the point that it's like, are you serious right now? This is what we get for the season finale. The fact that they most assuredly are promising that there's going to be another season, which we kind of knew there's going to be another season to Shangri-La Frontier, but you can't just end the season on the fact that it's like, all right, tune in next season for the start of all the fighting. Now, granted, next season is going to be absolutely crazy and amazing because we're going to have the Galaxy of Heroes conclusion. We're going to have the conclusion to his fight with Cartnid or whatever, the Colossi, and not to mention whatever else they decide to throw in. But come on, man. This is what you're gonna conclude it. Like, this is how we're gonna have everything stop after such a momentous and amazing beginning to this season. I'm kind of disappointed. I am kind of disappointed, and I didn't want to be disappointed because I'm looking at the episode numbers and I'm like, are we gonna have some movement at any moment? Because things are slowing down. So okay, I mean, the way that this ended, it basically made it almost like the last few episodes didn't matter. If they did not include the battle with the fire electric orca, then yes, the last few episodes ever since they got into the Galaxy Heroes one would have just been a dead stop as far as like the excitement level kept going, and we plummeted. Because yes, everything was cool. Like, oh man, remember, we started this season off where he was going to meet up with, Rust and Mold, and we get into the whole battle with Lycagon and kind of found out more information about Lycagon, and they had the momentous, crazy, awesome battle with Lycagon. We had some really good scenes of their powerful moves, and then when they meet up, we learn about there's another Colossi. We get under the sea, if you will, in this upside down world. And it's like, oh man, what's going to happen here? And then that's pretty much it. Since then, it kind of just stopped. And then, of course, there's like, oh yeah, Galaxy Heroes. Okay, we're learning about Galaxy Heroes. We're learning how it all works. They show us a little battle, whatever, how it all works. Yeah, if they didn't have that Orca fight where he actually jumps into the fight to, and kills a mini boss like that, they could have just wrapped the season then. This whole issue with Kay having to do another tournament, and yes, it does make sense because this is an exhibition match versus a literal world championship match in a different game. Yeah, okay, all right, I get it. I think that this episode as a season finale kind of showcased what their plan is going to be, because at first they didn't really have a plan. Like, they kind of were learning how to play the game, and then they were going to sit down, have a plan. Thankfully, I for sure thought that the tournament was this day and that he played Shangri-La Frontier until tournament day. It was like, oops. But no, they had one more day, so they're going, simple planning. And I wonder what their plan would have been, like, who does what. But since this whole thing with Kay having to do another tournament, it kind of accelerated things, because it made it to where it's like, okay, we have to now build a formulaic plan around the fact that Kay is not going to be here, and we need to try to draw him out. How are we going to do this? Now I'm kind of looking at this like, is this a good or a bad thing? Now let's jump into the whole thing about Kay, because here's the deal. Now that he's going to come in later, there's multiple different things happening. I think Sunraku is going to throw his fight against Sylvia, because if you carefully look at the matchups between who gets what, Sunraku ends up going against Sylvia, and it's like, okay, cool. I now feel like Sunraku is going to lose on purpose just so that way Kay gets the chance to fight against Sylvia. And of course, their goal is to draw out time like this, but I really wanted to be like, okay, let's see Sunraku face against Sylvia. Maybe he could do an upset. But now that they're friends with Kay and they want to get this one-on-one between Sylvia and Kay, I'm like, really? That doesn't bode well, because now you're going to see Sunraku, he might even be able to beat Sylvia, but then he's gonna be like, oh wait, let me have my friend fight against her and then throw the match, which is not something I enjoy the thought of. And hopefully I'm completely wrong in this when we do the actual matches next season. But I will have to say, this is definitely a level up for Kay. Kay before was trying to figure out ways to defeat Sylvia, never beat her, come to a draw conclusion against her, but has never actually won against Sylvia. So now that he's being pushed against the wall and he's actually having to do this one other tournament on top of the exhibition match, and Saraku just goes to him, it's like, this isn't a possibility of whether you could do it or not. This is a possibility of how are you going to do it? And so that pushes Kay to a new limit, a new goal. So my fear, okay, is that next season is, especially in this match, it's going to be all centered around Kay as far as for this Galaxy of Heroes fight. And I know there's a lot of you guys that are Kay enthusiasts, Kay fans and such, so you know, more props to you. But I'm still with Sonraku here as the main character. It's like, I want to see him shine, and you know, maybe it is good to see other people shine as well, but I don't know, that's just a personal thing for me. And as far as for the rating for this season, I'm gonna have to give it an 8. Like, it was good, it was definitely a good season, and I don't think it's justified to give lower than that. But I honestly believe it had the potential to be higher than that, with the way that it started out so well and so good. Like I said, it's a season that had Lycagon in it, and we had just an amazing battle with Lycagon, and we had some amazing things with Sonraku getting levels up in his level 99 extend and all this other stuff, and then finding this new world as they go into the under the sea stuff, and it's like, yes, yes. And then Galaxy of Hero comes, and they don't rush it. It's like they're taking their time to show the Galaxy of Hero stuff, which is fine, but I'm kind of like, you kind of been throwing things at us one episode after another, then all of a sudden you pump on the brakes because it's near the end. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Because they could definitely have anything with the Galaxy Hero stuff, with their planning and stuff, they definitely could have wrapped that up in like an episode or so. But they decided to milk it out for several episodes, throw in the whole battle of Sonraku going to SLF, and you know, which was great. That was a great match. Yeah, it just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and I was afraid this was going to happen, and it did. But it's okay. You know, it's Shangri-La Frontier, still a great anime, still by any means an awesome anime, and I will have to say that I'm looking forward to the next season whenever it does come out. As far as I know right now, there hasn't been a date. I mean, there could be by the time this comes out, there could be, you know, in a few weeks from now. But for right now, I don't believe there's a date. If I had to guess, probably the way that it's been doing, like this time next year, you know, end of the year, end of 2025, beginning of 2026, maybe, if they consistently do what they've been doing. But we shall see. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new here, because it's a shame, but this is what we live with. It is the season finale, so that's great that a show did get to this point, and hopefully we get another one next season. You guys be safe. You take care, and Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. Phenomenon.